Senegal does not deserve to be eliminated from the 2018 World Cup. They do not deserve this. Do not deserve this. It's like drawing the shorter straw, basically. It was like rock, paper, scissors with the elimination. Fair play points. Fair play points. Level on points at Japan. Level on goal difference. And fair play points come into action. Senegal. Wow. What a spirited performance by them at the 2018 World Cup. Defeated Poland, their first match. Drew versus Japan in their second. Well, they're going to rue letting Japan come back into that game twice. And now, final game versus Colombia. They lose 1-0. Simply because I think they switched off. They switched off when that corner kick was taken. There was a substitution made at that point of the game. You know, when Sabali went off and Wage came on. And I think they switched off. Just for a second. And up jumped the big Barcelona man, Yerry Mina, for the second time in consecutive games to put Colombia on top. Colombia goes through, top of the group. They top Group H, and they have not played the best football in Group H. But it's not who play the best, it's who gets the better and more favorable results. And Senegal, they failed to score. Some might say when Mane was taken down by Davinson Sanchez, that was a penalty. Initially, it was awarded, but VAR had to come into play, and it showed that Davinson Sanchez barely get a piece of that ball. It was ruled no penalty. And Senegal, they didn't have a lot of big chances to score. And whenever they did get an opportunity, they scuffed it. But nevertheless, it was a very, very spirited performance by a Senegalese team who haven't been at the World Cup since 2002. And they were on point to do something special. They were on course to do something special. But it stops today. And officially, none of the 5 African teams at the 2018 World Cup advanced to the round of 16. Like, wow. That's mind-blowing. Not Egypt, not Morocco, not Tunisia, not Nigeria, not Senegal. Aliou Cisse and his men really represented Senegal and the continent of Africa, the Confederation of Africa, well. They did. They must hold their head up high, and you can see that they weren't as dejected as a lot of other teams were, because they know they deserve better. They deserve better. But Jose Pekerman and Colombia, they advanced to the round of 16, top of Group H. Well, Colombia, they made 2 changes, as I said in my preview that they would. Carlos Sanchez came back in, and they made one other change, another change in the midfield. But then they were dealt with a big blow. James had to come off in the 30th minute, but his replacement, Luis Muriel, who's making his debut at the World Cup, I think he plays for Sevilla now, former Inter Milan man, and he played really well. Luis Muriel played really well. Track back, helping in defense, and he was really industrious, and it looks like a man who wants to be on the field. You know, he wants to be on the field. Colombia, I'm not going to say they outplayed Senegal, but Senegal did not create enough opportunities to threaten this Colombian defense today of Yerry Mina and Davinson Sanchez. Ospina, whenever he was called into play, he pulled off some really good saves. He deserves a shout. Falcao wasn't so involved in the game today, but Colombia, they walk away with the W. And would I say well deserved? Well deserved? Well, the game versus Poland was the turning point in their World Cup campaign, and maybe it is well deserved. Jose Pekerman made the right moves, switched up his tactics, and Colombia tops the group like I predicted initially. Japan, however, they qualify ahead of Senegal on fair play points. I predicted Japan to flop, and they should have flopped. They should have definitely flopped, because Akira Nishino made 5 changes, guys, in a crunch match and lost 1-0 versus Poland, courtesy of a Jan Bednarak goal. Poland walk away with a big 3 points. Really good stuff for them. You know, they go home on a high. I did mention that Poland would want to walk away with their pride intact by gaining a win, and they did. Robert Lewandowski, no goals in this World Cup. Disappointing tournament for him. Disappointing tournament for Poland as well. But Japan, saved by a whisker because of fair play points. They played well. They played well in the tournament. They deserve the round of 16 place, but Senegal, I think, deserved it more. They deserved it more. If Senegal and Japan would have qualified for the round of 16, I would not have I would not have any problem with that. But Colombia did not play like a top team at all. But they were lucky to come in on top of this group, you know. But with that said, Group H was very, very exciting, and we were treated to some really, really attractive football played by all 4 teams: Colombia, Japan, Senegal, maybe not so Poland. So let me take that back. 3 teams. But the 2018 World Cup have really, really put on a show for us. I'm pleased. I don't have no criticism of this World Cup, no negative criticism at all. I know VAR has come under a lot of criticism, but guys, we have to stop and think and keep our emotions in check when we talk about VAR. You could argue that sometimes it's not being used when it's supposed to, yeah, but whenever it's being used, I think they get it right. I think they get it right. So Colombia, who will they play in the round of 16? Let's talk a little bit about that. They will either play England or Belgium, whoever come in second in that group. I predicted that Belgium, the team I'm actually backing, you know, as a team, my team of the 2018 World Cup, I predicted that Belgium will come in second, and play Colombia. England top the group, they play Japan. You know, that's an interesting matchup. You don't know how that will go. It's hard to predict. Both of those fixtures are hard to predict. But as I said, you have to be prepared to play anyone in the round of 16. You can't say, I want this opposition, because the opposition that you think is the more favorable opposition may turn out to be your tormentor and knock you out of the World Cup. But with Colombia, they have to continue playing positive football. Hopefully they get James back for the round of 16. Keep Falcao fit. Juan Cuadrado. Juan Quintero has been really, really good. Yerry Mina, man. Yerry Mina. 2 big goals. 2 big goals. Barcelona defender is showing why Barcelona snatched him up. You know, Colombia, could they do a 2014? Could they do it again? They can, but they will need to get past one of Belgium or England. So guys, Senegal, they will go home, but they have to take away the positives from the tournament. And they can't hold their heads down. They have to look forward for the future tournaments, AFCON, and they have to look forward for World Cup 2022. I feel for Senegal. I feel for them because it would have been nice to see an African nation in the round of 16. Now there's none. Zero, zip, zilch, settle African teams into the round of 16. But as the group stage wraps up, you know, the round of 16 is coming and things are gonna get a little bit more tense. We're gonna get extra time, we're gonna get penalty shootouts, and we're gonna get more and more entertainment, you know. So I'm really looking forward for that. And guys, look forward for the preview videos coming for those round of 16 matches as well. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, smash the thumbs up button, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.